That little better right there. I heard somebody in the Astro saying they don't like the new yellow course. It's just courses. I tell you what we need to understand and figure out what this auction means. I've been trying to figure out what the auction. It's an auction going. Carl really need to go make a call. Ask the Astro what is this auction? What exactly is this auction thing that's going on? I tried to look into it, but it got kind of dark. And I said I don't want to go that far. I don't want to stress myself out. But it's an auction going on. I think we need to know. We need to know what this auction is. I think maybe we don't. I don't know. I got out of there though. I've been watching anime all day. Being kind of lazy a little bit, but you know. I'm trying to grow my hair on my paper. I be doing crazy.
You going crazy.
Yeah, it's an option going on. I'm telling you, it's just levels to this thing, y'all. It's just levels. When you get here, get a certain level, I guess. I don't know what they talking about out there, but it's like, you might not like the different levels. You get to a certain level, you gotta watch your mouth. You gotta watch what you say. One level, you might have to watch your mouth. As in your profanity, there's an analyst for profanity. You know, it's not, I ain't gonna say profanity, but there's something about language. And then it's another level, you gotta watch what you say. They good levels though. Because when you see how people utilize knowledge against the people, it make you want to discipline yourself. Look at it like you're going into a wealth direction. You know what I'm saying? They say to be wealthy, it takes magic. To be rich, it takes knowledge. So just look at it like that. You know, to be wealthy, you got to understand energy, basically. Discipline, energy. Y'all gotta get up here first, though. A lot of y'all don't even want to move that thorn out y'all flesh. You get in your emotion. That's it. Get in your emotion. Get mad. Get mad. Get real mad. Just don't get mad at your family. You gotta test the anger. You gotta transmute the energy. It ain't anger. It's energy. You just gotta transmute it. So you might have to get by yourself so you can lash out. They probably gonna video you like they did me and use it against you. Hopefully they won't. No. Hopefully they won't. But you gotta get that energy out somehow so you can transmute it. That's like my lady, she said a message a while back. She said, somebody gonna help you, get ready to help you. And then you just lose it. And you just sit down somewhere. I want her to go somewhere and sit down somewhere. But it's somewhat like that. But when you're trying to evolve, it's a whole lot deeper than that. It's like you gotta let it go. Okay, you got the world coming at you. You got physical, tangible things may be coming at you. You got money may be coming at you. You maybe got lovers, but it's all human stuff, bro. If you're trying to really elevate with God, and you trying to gain what God got for you, then it's deeper than that. It's bigger than that. It's about discipline. Y'all want to be on that pipeline, don't you? Can't be on that pipeline moving the way we were moving. Look what they were doing. Sacrificing folks and unaliving people and destiny swapping. And oh my God. They it get dark and it get sinister. It's just, I'm tired of talking about it. I don't want to talk about it no more. It gets sexual, very sexual. Like, I swear humans got a mating season, bro, where they just go buck wild. And it's like that comes around. And when that comes around, you know, when you're young, you participate in it without knowing it. But when you get older, you can somewhat just, you may not deal with it, whatever. Well, when you don't deal with it, it's like you advance in the spiritual department. Same with drugs and everything else. You just advance. And then there's rules and regulations as you advance. Okay, let's say in one level, you gotta just read your Bible, pray, and meditate. Well, in this next level, you might have to work out, read your Bible, pray, and meditate. In the next level, you might have to eat right, pray, read your Bible. Like I was just finding out today that sodium, your skin can look like sodium. That's what I'm doing now. Testing sugar and sodium. And just putting just a little bit of that stuff in you, too much in you, it literally changed your whole outlook. And I never knew it worked like that. And I was like, whoa, that's fast. No, I did look on the phone one time there, but I mainly try to look in the mirror. And you just see these splashes all over your skin and stuff. And it just be sodium, cholesterol, same thing. That's why a good diet is definitely recommended. It's to the point now though, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, man, what can you eat, especially in such a situation? You really supposed to eat real healthy, I guess. Supposed to be a vegan or something, I don't know. But I know your body's transformed to what you eating immediately. I started thinking about it last night. I was like, if the body transforming through sex that fast, it's gotta be doing it with food and drinks and stuff like that. And that's why I just been drinking water for the last couple of days. I'm finna get back on I got another diet that I could probably try to utilize in this situation, because this situation is very poverty. It's like some kind of test score. I don't know what this is. But you gotta survive it. And I think typically people will fall over into drugs, sex, eating bad, eating candy, just get up out of there. That ain't the way it is. You're supposed to beat the test though somehow. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it just to make it interesting. It could be an illusion, but it ain't no illusion because it's real. And I was like, sodium, your body started looking like sodium, started looking like cholesterol. And I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing. You kind of see why weed could possibly be an exception as well. I mean, I don't smoke weed, but I kind of see when you're looking at the good attributes, the good stuff that weed got going for it. It kind of, I don't know though. You know, they got weed so messed up these days, you just don't know about weed like that. But the original way weed was, back when I used to smoke weed, when I really smoked weed, I used to go out my way and buy hydro. But I don't even think they sell hydro no more. Just regular hydro. I don't need no hydro ice. I don't need no hydro collapse. I don't need no hydro death. I don't need no hydro red, blue, green. It's regular hydro. And that's it. That's what I mainly smoke with hydro. And it just gave me a different type of buzz. But I don't do nothing now though. But I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, man, everything you put in your body, even with your hair. I said, man, this is amazing. And you start to realize this as you elevate. I'm telling you, it gets so serious. Let's say you drink vinegar. They be like, oh, we got vinegar. And then one vibration, vinegar is fine, but in another vibration, vinegar might not be fine. Same thing with wheat. It's a secret to wheat. And but you can't do too much of wheat. So it's just it'll make the best nutritionist go crazy. If I could explain like I want to. It's like the different frequency of vibration, you gotta move differently. I remember one time I asked a guy, do I even eat at all? You know. But I don't know. When I don't eat, I don't feel sick. I might feel hungry because of the habit, but I don't feel hungry. I feel normal. Every now and again I might get a light headache. That's it. I don't know, something advancing. My grandparents were like this though. They didn't eat. They cooked the grow food, but they didn't eat. Only thing they ate was breakfast, and that's all I like too. You know, my grandma, she used to ask me certain things. I used to say, if I was sick or I was under the weather, and she used to say, oh Lord, like she knew something. Like she would test me as a child. And I think that's when she found out I had that organ. And she said, just eat breakfast, breakfast fine. She didn't say just eat it, but she said, all the symptoms that I was getting was the food that I was eating, no matter if it was good or bad throughout the day. But I told her I didn't feel like that when I ate breakfast. And she said, I'm the same way. And that's the same thing my grandpa said. So, whatever they had going on with their organs and genes or whatever, obviously that must be what's going on with me. And there's something about this hat. The thing about this hat is, somehow it's programmed to the female and the male. So it's like, that's why all them lovers that came through that almost did something or did successfully do something, that's why they did, because it's partially their root. It's part of that hat or something. I don't even know what the hat is. I hate talking about it, but it's something about a root and this and that. So, and now it's like, I'm elevating to this point where it's getting kind of difficult to understand what I need to do. It's like, I can't talk much because the information that I'm getting, where I was getting, it ain't really been that much information today coming through. But the information that I was getting, I can tell, that's why I kept deleting stuff. I could tell that it was gonna be used against, I felt it was gonna be used against me. It was just so knowledgeable that it was just, I feel like God coming back. When you read the Old Testament, I feel like God lived on earth at one time. I feel like, and God, I'm talking about God actually lived on earth though. And his vessels and stuff. And I think that's what's going on. But it probably won't be but 3 lifetimes until you actually fully get back. And when you go read the Old Testament, they was able to go to God and go to the Lord, go to Jesus, stuff like that. A lot. Elijah, and such and such. Elijah and such and such. They knew it. They knew all this. I take it must have been like a deal made years ago. And they took God apart somehow. Whatever. And I'm seeing this image in my head where it's coming back. And this is probably, once this is done, this is when God completely get here, I'm guessing this is when paradise gonna come. This is when paradise gonna come. Cause there's like a lot of energy trying to prevent it from happening. That's it. I wish I could say more to y'all. I can't talk no more though. Y'all, there's so much going on in the information. I could just feel that I mean, God ain't saying I can't talk, but it's like, what you gonna talk about with this kind of information? It's just too, feel like courtroom information. feel like courtroom information. I don't even want to talk about it no more. I'm hearing stuff from Africa, France, Europe, not really Canada, Rome, Japan, that's it, I think. Israel. I'm hearing all this information, bro, and it's like it's beyond me. I told God a couple times I stopped saying it though. And I was like, beyond my pay grade. You know what that is, bro. I don't know what's going on. That's why I've been reading this book. I advise y'all to go get it. This book been sitting in my thing. This one book I never read out of all my books. And I started reading it, and like I said in the beginning of this book, it say this right here. And you know, this stuff been on my heart. It say this. It says about the relationships between the blood moon, the feast of Israel, and the end times in the early fall of 2008 at a prophecy conference. During his presentation, one of the other speakers presented the view that a coming blood moon lunar eclipse that fell in the close proximity of the Jewish feast of the tabernacle signaled the soon coming of the Lord. Careful not to be labeled a date setter, the presenter constantly hedged his bets. Yet he all but said this was a harbinger of the end of that. The even more significant blood moon occurrence in 2014-2015 would signal the end. Then in October 2013, I had a privilege to speak to the largest annual prophecy conference in the United States in question about the relationship between the four blood moons. 2014-2015 came up several times in the question and answer sessions, and while talking to an individual about the same time, John Hagee book for blood moons was released. So it's like, it's something taking place that we wouldn't even, especially my people, we weren't paying no attention to that. I would. And I just know I've been getting all this crazy information, and I was in the room cleaning up, and I seen an insect on this book. And I learned 4 years ago, flies and stuff like that, when they land on something, pay attention to it. And I did, I looked where it was at, and this book was there. And then it goes exactly with what I said. It feel like God coming back to earth or whatever. That's what it feel like. It feel like I feel like that picture a long time ago where it says this Catholic made a deal with this beast or the devil or something. And I think a deal was made where God stay out the picture. God couldn't intervene anymore. Well, that deal is up. I'm guessing this. I'm guessing this stuff, y'all. This ain't got nothing to do with this test, none of this. This got to do with something a little bit deeper. And I've been trying to just get out of it, get out of the way. Just get out of the way. Because I already know I'm not disciplined enough to deal with that kind of information. So I'm just trying to get out the way. Now, when it was about them girls attacking me, these bonds and falling, okay, but this right here, I don't know what this is about. I don't know what this is about. I know it's something deep about an auction. Y'all could probably go get some cards made and what this auction is, or go talk to each other, group up, and see if you can figure out what this auction is. There's some auction going. I thought it was a rapture, but I don't know what this auction is. It's an auction going on, and that's why I said it was some people saying, God need to hurry up. Y'all must understand, it's something different finna come through. This change it might be a change that's so dramatic It's gonna leave the whole world in suspense. Whatever's going on. I tell people this around my hood and around the people I meet. The chosen ones, the Euphrates River, a lot of stuff that done happen in Revelation, especially in the first 3 chapters. This stuff ain't coming to fruition for nothing. That stuff ain't happening for nothing. Everybody looking at the chosen one, trying to find, certain light beings in chosen one. Like it's like that's another thing that kind of rubbed me different, because it's like certain people know this stuff in the world, in this physical world, and they just never said nothing. It's like they expecting all this, and they know what it look, and that's my people. They just tell my people, oh, look at this person, this and this person, that, and watch this happen. Oh yeah, and they keep you in suspense as if you're in some kind of hell theater, but it's different from all that. That's just. It's like TV and computers and all this stuff being distractions. That's what's going on right now at the moment. It's a lot of distractions. It's a lot of distractions for some reason. A lot more than they ever have been. And I don't know. It ain't stressful though. It's just too much to. I remember I was getting the information yesterday. I had to grab my head. I said, I can't deal with all that. It was like the information was just going straight through, just so much information. I said, who would want to be God? I said, my God. I said, all that information, bro, it just felt like clutter. And it didn't have nothing really to do with what it did and it didn't. Like I said, when I talked to God, when I did, I think God was like, it ain't good or bad. It's just something that got to take place. Something that got to be going, it got to be done. Yeah. I ain't telling the weather, the whole winter here, winter ain't never been like that. The whole winter here was crazy. The whole winter. And just to see people chasing love and money, woe to the ones who have kids in the end of time, because sorrow will be their lifetime. Surely I tell you the truth. Because there's something going on, boy. And woe to the ones that flee to the cities in the end of time. Because you're going to need the country. You're going to need the country for food. So you gotta think, if sodium and stuff like that affecting our skin, then how is GMO affecting us? And GMO is probably the vast majority of our food today. People don't hurry up and go get no land and property where they can grow their own size and stuff. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna get to the point for a fact that you're gonna have to grow your own size and just go get your meat somewhere else. For a fact, because it's just too populated. And that's another thing. All this detouring people from their flame twin, them gangs need to stop. That need to stop. Because a twin, people getting with their right partner gonna typically stay there. They're gonna stay there. I know, because I met one that was completely of the world and loved it. But I could tell she would have left, if I was in a better position, she would have left the world to be with me. Just like that. But she was head over heels in love. And she was completely of the world now. She would have left. If I was in a better position, I wasn't in no position to be in no kind of relationship. But if I was in a position to be in a relationship, she'd have left the world. Easy. Hands down. So I don't know what's going on. I always been that kind of man. If I ain't stable myself, if I ain't in no position, women ain't never had to take care of me. It don't matter if they make more than me or not. They never had to take care of me. I don't play that. I don't play that. This whole family like that. This whole family of men like that. We take care. We try to hold our own. We don't. We got a woman that's doing good, okay, because some of us that got doctors, lawyers for wives or whatever, but they still work. These men still hustle and work and whatever. So we don't do that. None of us do that. Know how to cook, clean, take care of ourselves, work. Ain't no way in the hell I'm finna live off anybody to that degree. No way. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have somebody that's willing to take care of you, but as a man, you don't want to stay busy somehow. Even if you got to shop in your yard and doing stuff in your yard, whatever. Can't stay up under no woman 24/7. I ain't never. I don't mind being up under her when it's time to get ready to go to bed, or when it's time to chill, when it's time to go in the house, you know. Be in the penthouse, looking out the window, playing some music, some soft music, drawing, while she's sitting on the bed looking sexy. Now that's a dream come true right there. That ain't really a dream though. That's all my dreams is right there. That's a good dream. That's it. That's it right there. That's it. You just sit there, look sexy, baby. I'm gonna draw. I'll be over there to holler at you in a minute. And then you just continue to look sexy. After I holler at you. Then I'll be over there again to holler at you in a minute. Then you just continue to look sexy. After I holler at you. Then I'll be over there again. They gotta take breaks in between. They gotta draw. But while you looking at the skyscrapers, looking out the window, at this beautiful city lights, like that little thing I got on my computer. But that's it. That's it. But yeah, so I'm just chilling. But yeah, it's just levels. When you get so high, you just gotta do different stuff, and you'll start descending if you don't get to it. So it's important that you figure out what you got. Like I said, on one level, you might just need to pray and meditate, stay out of trouble, elevate. Okay, you get past that level, you need to pray and meditate, exercise. Get to that next level, pray, meditate, eat right. Don't drink no sodas. Get to that next level, pray and meditate, and watch the way you think. It just goes on and on and on and on. You get these gifts from God though. It's like you gain these genes from doing this. You gain stuff money can't buy. Let me just say that. You gain stuff money can't buy. Only God can gift you with it. And you can test it. You go out there. For me, at this moment, it's like I got the advantage because it's like information. I get a lot more information because of the fact I'm in the dark night of the soul. Or to me, it's like purgatory, and to me, it's like spiritual core. It really ain't me. It's the people who put me in it. So while they getting all gathered up, I just gotta be in this suspense state. And that's why I said to somebody who said a message, God, take it too long. Don't ever say, God, take it too long. Don't ever talk like that. And just because you talk like that, God gonna run you all the way around the world again. This ain't no jump out there. Here I am, everybody, celebrity, man. Hey, fans, you love me, fan? Oh, I love you. Oh, too sexy for my shirt all over the place. It ain't about all that. That's kiddie stuff. Them illusions. That's human stuff. I ain't on no human level. I'm walking in my angelic mode. I'm trying to stay up in this angelic mode. I'm trying to be up in this angelic mode. I'm trying to hang up in the angelic mode. I ain't on no human or no demon time at all, period. So I'm on God's time. So whenever God say, okay, you ready, you'll be ready. If God ain't saying you ready, just because you said it, that just shows yourself, that tells yourself you're not ready. You know, you're not ready, you're just not ready. So just keep elevating. You know, I see, like I said, I see a lot of people fighting for the world today, but this is not the time and the place to be fighting for what's going on in the world. This is the time and the place to find your soul, preserve your soul, and get right with God. Straight up.